Hey everybody, it's Bobby Gaines. Hope you're staying warm out there in these cold winter times in New England. If you're in the New England area, you know what I'm talking about. I am here to talk about, well, the end of Christmas. Christmas 2017 having come and passed, had a wonderful day. We saw some of it on video. You're going to see even more of it when I put out the official Christmas 2017 video. That could be a while, but I wanted to do another kind of post-Christmas rant. It's something that I started doing last year because I feel like, so much goes on during the holidays. Some of it's talked about, some of it isn't. Although I think I did a really good job this year of capturing pretty much all the highlights of the holidays, with the exception of a couple, and I might mention those. It's just, wow. I mean, it was just another wonderful Christmas season. I mentioned in my Christmas 2007 video, the Remembrance video, that Christmas 2007 ended with kind of like a peaceful feeling of just kind of, like satisfaction. Like everything went well, and, when it was over, it was kind of time to move on, and it was a happy time. It was like, wow, like mission accomplished, basically. And, again, unsurprisingly, that's how I feel this year. That's how I feel most years. That's why I start so early, as people say. And I really do. I didn't really realize it until recently. A lot of people don't really start doing Christmas stuff till like couple weeks before Christmas even. Thanksgiving comes and there's like the Black Friday rush, but even then, I'm just talking about my circle of friends and just people I know on Facebook. I don't start seeing Christmas posts until like December 12th, 13th. People don't exactly rush to do this, and that's why, I don't really know anyone else that has like a Christmas setup among the people that I know. I'm sure there are some other Christmas obsessed people in my area. I just, haven't really met any of them. A lot of people I know either are lukewarm on Christmas or they sort of like it. And I do know some who really love it, but for the most part, I'm the only one I know that does this, where, Christmas for me starts in like late October. I mean, I can still remember seeing the first sign of Christmas decorations back in late September when I did my Too Early for Christmas rant back then. And, it was too early for Christmas, but now it's like, it's over. And it's always this weird feeling when, you go from the highest highs to kind of just the end of it. I don't want to say it's a low, because while you don't want to see Christmas go, it is part of life. Christmas Central will be taken down, in the next few weeks or so. These things will go back. But, that's just how it goes. I have considered, some people have asked me, have you considered leaving some of the stuff up? And I have, but, it kind of takes away from the fun of kind of that rebirth when Christmas comes back, late October, or even mid-October, just thinking about, revamping this room and starting from scratch. It's so much more satisfying than if I, say, just kept it all the same and added a couple things. Rebuilding the room, it's always different, whether I want it to be or not. There's always a different look to this room every time I put it back together. And that's done intentionally. That's done so that, every Christmas has a slightly different identity, a slightly different feel, and I'm not just looking at the same stuff in the same place every single year. The Christmas tree's in the same place, and a lot of those ornaments are the same, but even this year I got a couple more ornaments. Every year I try to add some. I got a couple ornaments as gifts, actually. I got a couple new ones, and again, it's just another, wonderful example of how the Christmas tradition keeps adding things to it as it moves on. So, next year I'll have the 2017 ornaments will be part of the fold, along with whatever new ornaments are next year, and so on. And just all these wonderful Christmas memories I could talk about. But when it comes to this Christmas, and I actually thought a friend of mine summed it up well. I read on their Facebook, it was he had been stressed out for the past few weeks, and, he just felt wonderful because it was Christmas, and he's like, Christmas always, comes through. Christmas always makes me feel this way. And that's how I feel. No matter what else is going on, no matter what else is going on after Christmas, just Christmas week and Christmas Day in particular is just a wonderful time to kind of reflect on the year you've had, and then to just celebrate one last time. Because, to me it is the end of the year. I know there's a week after Christmas for the last week of the year, but as far as I'm concerned, Christmas is the last day of the year. This last week not much really goes on. Occasionally I have a really good day or two. I'm not really planning anything big in the next few days, so 2017 is going to kind of just come to an end. But it had a really great end, and that's not surprising. I will touch on my birthday party a little bit. It was fantastic. That's not a surprise either. I was a little disappointed that a few people couldn't show up that usually show up, but even then, I still got people who don't usually show up to come, so it's always a different time, much like Christmas itself. It's always a different time, my birthday party. It just depends on who shows up and just how much fun we have. And, either way, I'm guaranteed to have a lot because it's just chaotic and it's fun. And, you know, I don't want to say too much about either my birthday or Christmas because I am going to have those videos out in hopefully a month or so you'll be able to see for yourself. But it was just a lot of fun. This Christmas, what I did was, for the gift opening, I usually have 2 camera angles. This year I had 3 camera angles. I don't know how great that's going to come out because there was one camera angle that was kind of just there. It's useful a couple times, but for the most part, I just go between the 2. But you'll see it. It's something I'm pretty proud of. I thought the Christmas video, it's coming out fantastic. I think it looks really great. Everything just, you know, sometimes I stress about the video more than the actual day. I mean, I always want the day to go well, but I want the video to be just pristine because, you know, that video is going to be my lasting memory. That video is going to be, you know, I look back at some of my videos, like some Christmases that I thought were just okay. I look back at the video and I'm like, that was pretty good. Like Christmas 2014 is one of those where, not that it was a bad Christmas, but just like I look back at it and think, you know, like, Christmas 2014, not much really happened that year. But then I watch like my excitement and I watch, you know, the presents being opened and I watch, you know, just the whole family interacting together and I'm like, you know what, that was a really good Christmas. And I feel that way about all my Christmas videos. And, you know, call it production values, call it what you will, but I don't know, I think I do a really good job portraying just such a wonderful family holiday, you know, and just sometimes a short amount of time. I think this year is going to be a bit of a longer video. But we'll see, you know, and that's kind of, this is the wait and see part of the year. I'm probably going to do another rant on New Year's that kind of addresses that kind of feeling of, you know, getting to a new year and just kind of being like, now what? Because that is how I feel after Christmas, you know. Christmas is part of my life for about 30 days of the year, maybe a little bit, well, oh, hold on, a lot more than that. Probably more like 40 or 50 days of the year. Christmas is part of my life for a long time in some way. You know, I'm used to turning on the TV and seeing Christmas movies. I'm used to turning on the radio and hearing Christmas songs. And now that's gone, you know, and now I'm turning on the TV and I just see normal shows again. And there's nothing wrong with it. Like I said, Christmas was part of my life for a long time, and that's why I do it. I don't think I could just be satisfied with like 1 week of Christmas. I think I need the month and a half or whatever it is that I do to really get into Christmas. I really need it. You know, I'm not saying I'm into it every single day of that, but I need to know that Christmas is either here or coming. You know, like that is important to me. So, you know, I couldn't do like one or 2 weeks of Christmas, just wouldn't be enough. And I think with the amount of time I do, when Christmas is over, I'm satisfied. I'm not like, oh man, it's over already. Like I feel like I got a lot of mileage out of it. You know, setting up all this stuff, listening to all the Christmas music, working Black Friday, all these exciting little milestones on the way to Christmas. And then Christmas Day, which was, again, amazing. You know, Christmas Day itself, just fantastic. So, again, I'd love to hear more about, you know, like your Christmases, some of the traditions you might have, and how, you know, your holiday went. If you know, like to celebrate Christmas early, or if you're like most people and you just wait until like mid-December to start getting into it. But again, just another wonderful holiday, and I look forward to getting the videos out for my birthday and Christmas. And I will see you soon, maybe before 2018, but we'll see. Take it easy.